Welcome to the ultimate master guide on how to apply for Japan's #1 credit card. In this video, I am going to share some secret tools, tips, and strategies that will significantly boost your chances of getting approved. To make things easy, I've included links to special tools in the description below. These tools will help you find your postal code directly from your address and easily convert your address into katakana, so you can just copy and paste even if you don't know how to type in Japanese. I've also divided this video into chapters, so you can easily skip to any part you need to review. Plus, if you use the referral link in the description, you will receive bonus points once your card is approved and used 3 times. Let's get started. Once you open the link, you will see the online application form. You'll be presented with a normal silver design, but if you scroll down, you can choose from a variety of other free designs. The standard Rakuten card has absolutely no annual fee. However, keep in mind that if you choose the premium or gold cards, an annual fee will apply. For most people, the standard free card is the best choice. Scroll down and you'll see 2 buttons. If you already have a Rakuten account, click the red button to log in. If you don't have one, click the orange button to create a brand new account. Please be very careful here. According to Rakuten's rules, one person can only have 1 account. If you already have a Rakuten mobile account or use Rakuten for shopping, you already have an account and should log in. Creating duplicate accounts can automatically lead to your credit card application getting rejected. I'll assume we are creating a new account from scratch. Click the orange button, enter your email address, and click Send Verification Code. Go to your email inbox, copy the code they just sent you, come back to the form, paste it, and click Verify. Your email address will be your account user ID, so enter email address when you log in. Now, let's set up a strong password. You can use a password manager or just type one you'll remember. Next, we need to enter your name. This part is crucial, so pay close attention. The top box is for your last name, or surname, and the bottom box is for your first name. If you have a middle name, it usually goes with your first name, depending on how it's written on your passport. Make absolutely sure the order of your names perfectly matches your residence card and passport. Below the name section, there is a checkbox for Rakuten news and promotional emails. I highly recommend unchecking this box, otherwise your email inbox will be completely flooded with daily campaign emails. Once everything looks good, click Next. Now your Rakuten account is created, and we are officially in the credit card application form. First, choose your preferred card design. I am going to select the normal silver design. Scroll down, and you will see the name you just registered. It will automatically generate your name in Romaji at the bottom. Check this very carefully. Make sure the alphabet spelling perfectly matches your ID. Next, select your gender and then enter your date of birth. After that, put in your mobile phone number. There's a space for a home landline, but you can leave that blank as it is not compulsory. Only the sections marked with the red required tag are mandatory. Let's move on to the address section. If you don't know your postal code, here is a great trick. Take a picture of your residence card, use the text selection feature on your phone to copy your address, and paste it into the postal code lookup tool linked in my description. Delete your apartment name and room number, and it will give you the exact postal code. Once you enter the postal code, the city and ward will automatically fill in. Next, select your block number format. For the remaining part of your address, like your building name and room number, you need to convert it into katakana. Copy the rest of your address, go to the katakana converter tool I linked below, paste it, and hit convert. Copy the katakana result and paste it back into the application form. This trick saves you so much time and prevents typing errors. Next is the family information section. First, if you are married, choose Ari. If not, choose Nashi. Then, indicate if you have children. If you are single with no kids, select the option indicating you live separately from family. Then, select the total number of people in your household. If you are married and live with your spouse, select 2 people. Now, select your housing situation. Do you own a house, rent a mansion or apartment? Select the one that applies to you, and then select how many years you've lived there. Then, it asks about mortgage or rent payments. Do you pay rent? Select yes. Here is a very important tip for dependents. Even if your husband or wife is the one actually paying the rent from their bank account, you should still select that you pay rent. In the eyes of the credit card company, a married couple shares income and expenses, so selecting yes shows stability. Next, select your employment status. Are you a worker or a student? If you are a student, indicate if you have a part-time job. For annual income, if you are a student working the legal 28 hours a week, your income should be around 1.3 to 1.5 million yen. If you are a full-time company employee, check your withholding tax slip. It's usually over 3 million yen for full-time workers. If your spouse works, you also need to input their annual income, and then the total combined household income. Savings are critical. Never select 0. Choose at least the 100,000 yen range to boost approval odds. For billing, choose your home address. For the purpose of use, strictly select everyday shopping. Avoid cash advance or borrowing options, as these mark you as a high-risk applicant. If you have any other loans except mortgage, like a car loan, enter the monthly payment amount. If you have no loans, select Nashi. Now, choose your card brand. I highly recommend Visa. It is the most universally accepted brand globally and works perfectly at ATMs abroad. Next, set a 4-digit PIN. Write the number down. You'll need it for purchase and ID verification. For the Rakuten ED feature, select Do Not Desire. It's an older electronic money system that isn't used much anymore. For the point card notification, select Do Not Receive to prevent more spam emails. When setting up your bank link, choose Set Up by Mail. Online verification often fails midway, forcing you to restart the entire application. It's much safer to use the paper form they mail to you. Finally, select Save for your registration details and hit Next. If you are finding this guide helpful so far, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and join our community. I spend a lot of time and effort to make these tutorials as detailed and accurate as possible to help you navigate life in Japan. Also, if you need a fast way to send money home, I highly recommend Wise. Besides low fees and great exchange rates, they offer a unique wallet card. This is an excellent alternative if you do not have a Japanese credit card yet, as you can use it for online shopping and daily purchases almost anywhere. Use my special referral link in the description to get your first transfer for free and save on fees. Now, let's get right back into the application process. If you selected that you are a company employee, you now need to enter your workplace details. Students can ignore this part. You need to write your company name. Check if your company has Kabushiki Kaisha at the beginning or the end of the name and select the matching format. Just like your address, you need to write the company name in hiragana. Copy your company name, use the converter tool from the description to change it to hiragana, and paste it in. Select the prefecture your company is located in. Enter your company phone number and select how many years you've worked there. Next, select your job type, like sales, customer service, or technical work. For occupation, choose first one if you are a company employee or a full-time worker. If you are a freelancer or run your own business, choose GA Go. For industry, you need to categorize your workplace. If you work in a factory or production, choose manufacturing. If you work in a restaurant or cafe, pick food and beverage industry. For those in delivery, trucking, or logistics, choose transportation. If you work in a shop, hotel, or general office, service is usually the safest and most common choice. But try to pick the closest match to help the bank understand your stability. Being accurate here makes you look professional and trustworthy to the screening team. If you have a Japanese driver's license, enter the 12-digit number. Otherwise, select No. If you are a student, this part of the application is specifically for you. You need to enter your official school name. If you aren't sure how to type the characters, use text selection features on your phone and the converter tool linked in my description to convert kanji into hiragana. If you have a Japanese driver's license, enter the 12-digit number. Otherwise, select No. Uncheck the spare credit card for now. Click Next to review your entire application. This is your final chance to catch any mistakes. Double-check your name order, your Romaji spelling, your postal code, and your apartment number. A single typo here can cause your card to be returned to the post office. If you need to fix something, click the Edit button. If everything is perfect, scroll down, read the terms and agreements, check the final agreement box, and click the Apply button. Wait, there is one more extremely important pop-up screen. It will ask if you want to sign up for automatic revolving payments, known as Auto-Revo. Absolutely select Do Not Apply. Revolving payments split your entire credit card bill into tiny monthly chunks, but they charge massive interest rates. If you turn this on, you will end up paying huge amounts of interest without realizing it. For the cash advance limit, select the lowest possible amount, ideally 0 or 100,000 yen. Asking for a huge cash advance limit makes it harder to get approved. It might also ask if you want an ETC card for the highway. It costs 550 yen a year, so only apply if you drive. You can also apply for a Rakuten bank account, but I'll make a separate video for that, so uncheck it for now. Check out the free 6-month insurance for bicycles or traffic accidents. Tap Next. Recheck all the optional services you've applied for and tap Apply. Congratulations! You have officially finished the process. The screen will now show a message confirming that your application has been submitted successfully. This is a big moment. But do not close the window just yet. Look closely for a tracking ID displayed on this final confirmation page. It is usually a series of numbers and letters. Make sure to copy this ID or take a screenshot because you will need it to check your application status later. To track your progress, download the official credit card app on your phone. Once you log in and enter your tracking ID, you will see your current status. The application usually moves through 3 main stages. First, it will show as received, then it will change to under screening, and finally, it will update to shipped. Once you see the status change to shipped, you can celebrate. That status means you are 100% approved and your physical card is officially on its way to your home. If you happen to receive an email stating that your application was unsuccessful, do not lose hope, but please do not try to apply again right away. Reapplying immediately after a rejection can negatively impact your credit record. Instead, wait at least 6 months. Use that time to increase your annual income or wait until you have a longer visa duration before trying one more time. When your card finally arrives in the mail, it will include a special green return envelope and a paper form for linking your bank account. This step is essential so your monthly bills can be paid automatically. Fill out the form carefully and ensure your name matches exactly how it is written in your bank passbook. If you are using a Japan Post bank account, you only need to provide the specific symbol and account numbers found on your bank card. For any other banks, you will need to provide the full branch name, the branch code, and your specific account type. If you use a personal official stamp for your bank transactions, make sure to stamp the form clearly in the designated spot. If you use a signature instead, sign it clearly. Once the form is complete, place it inside the green return envelope and seal it. You do not need to buy a stamp. The postage is already paid. Simply find any red post box in your neighborhood and drop it in. Your setup is now officially complete. Thank you so much for watching until the very end. If you found this master guide helpful, please hit that subscribe button to support the channel. Also, be sure to check out my full playlist where I cover other essential services in Japan like PayPay, Wise Remit, and more.